The mound of bodies, carcasses of what were once men, exerted its weight upon him, crushing the breath from his lungs and caused his vision to distort. Bodily juices oozed from open wounds and open orifices that found its way through the visor of his order's iconic great helm and into his eyes and mouth, which provoked him to gag and retch. Despite the discomfort, the knight moved his lips in silent prayer, hoping to be granted the strength to free himself. With the weight of his armour threatening to drag him further beneath the corpse pile, he scrambled upwards, fighting against snagging intestines which caught upon his broken mail rings and spurs. He gasped for air as he broke the surface and filled his oxygen-starved lungs as carrion birds were startled and flew away with a frightful squawk. He unsteadily righted himself, barely avoiding slipping and sliding upon the slick and uneven surface. His order's white emblem was barely visible upon his sullied black tabard, much of which was obscured by blood and excrement. Exhausted beyond measure, he observed the scene before him. Bodies of Saracens in their heavy cloth and leather brigandines, and his fellow knights, once resplendent in their dark grey mail armour, lay everywhere underneath the night sky. By what could only be described as a miracle, he spied his longsword sticking out of the sands as the moonlight reflected off its pommel, beckoning him to retrieve his wargear, for his task was not yet done. With purpose in his stride, he made his way over to his sword, being mindful and respectful to not step too much on his fallen brothers. With a trembling right hand he reached out, grasped the hilt and drew it out from the sand. He held it aloft in a sign that he was not yet spent. He turned the sword downwards and with parched lips kissed the crossguard, giving thanks to the Lord for saving his life and for giving this old warrior a second chance. The battle had gone badly, a catastrophic nightmare to be truthful. They had not been prepared. This foreign, desolate land should not be able to sustain life, and yet it was where the Saracens called home. Before they raised their weapons, it had been the severe lack of water and the heat, the oppressive, scorching heat that had weakened their number and claimed the lives of those lacking conviction. That same heat was a mere few hours away, soon to replace the freezing temperatures that would easily claim his life once the residual heat from the blood subsided. The knight had a choice: go south to Jerusalem and back to what remained of his order, or travel northwest towards Europe, discard his tabard and forsake his mission. There was of course no choice to make. The Knights Hospitaller, a warrior of God, took his first step towards the holy city of Jerusalem and his fate.